Is your life being driven by not good enough syndrome? And what I mean by that is no matter what you do, no matter what you accomplish, no matter how much weight you lose, what kind of percentage of body fat, or how your portfolio does, or whatever, and you constantly feel as if it's not good enough, I can do better. Let me tell you something. That is a recipe for discontent. That is a recipe for disharmony. And if you truly want to unlock your potential to create and compose the most magnificent life, you need to lose that whole syndrome around not being good enough. Humanity is deeply impacted by this, and it prevents us from aligning our energy and really unlocking a whole nother new level of our potential. Now, I came back from the old sales world back in my old previous life. It was all about wheeling and dealing and making numbers and how big your commission check could be and how much gross profit you generated. And no matter what it was, you always could do better. There was always another number to reach into. And as a result, I kind of found my own self to using discontentment as a driving force to help me to be more successful. The only problem with that is that what I found was I was never happy. I was never content. I was never in gratitude for the blessings in my life. And I don't know about you, but life is too short to go through not being grateful, not being thankful for all of the blessings in our lives. In fact, it is an absolute necessary step if you're going to unlock your potential and align your energy and really create something amazing. You need to start realizing that everything that you do, how you be, what you think, the action steps you take is not only good enough, it's more than good enough. What would open up for all of us if we're able to step into that within our own selves? I remember way back in the day, in the 90s, I guess it would have been, wow, was I was thinking, you know what? I want to make $1 million in 1 year. I want to have on my tax return $1 million. Little did I know how much the number to owe to the IRS would be, but that's another story for another time. $1 million, man, that was the goal. Busted my butt, worked hard, drove the sales thing. It's not good enough. I could do better. The whole shot. Never content, never fulfilled. I do my tax return at the end of that year. What does it say? 998,700 and something and change. And would you believe it? I was pissed off. I was discontent. I would love to hop in a time machine right now, go back to that guy, that old version of Mark, slap him a couple times, knock some sense into him and realize, dude, what are you complaining about? Here we are all these years later, $998,000 a year in income is still really sweet. Imagine that back in the 90s. I'm like going, what were you thinking? But yet this is what drives so many of us on so many levels, is that no matter what we do, it's not good enough. I can do better. And for many of us, we had powerful figures in our lives that used to try to motivate us to greatness through the it's not good enough, you can do better syndrome. Look at our education system. You gotta be having all A's. And if they're not just A, and if there are A's, how come they're not A pluses? You can do better. We need to let go of that old way of being. We need to begin to start shifting that experience. As always, it begins with an intention. Hey, are you willing to set the intention to let go of the not good enough syndrome running your life? And some ways to be able to help you to shift through this is, of course, yes, to set the intention, but to start looking for the gratitude, to start saying to yourself, it is good enough. I am good enough. In fact, I'm more than good enough. Amazing things can open up for you because that is a huge old paradigm that's keeping you in a state of disharmony, that's keeping you in a state of stress, that's keeping you in a state of anxiety, that's keeping you in a state of discontent. And if you are truly going to compose an amazing life, You need to start realizing that the good enough syndrome will never get resolved by something outside of yourself. It can only be done from within. And realize that, one, I'm grateful for what I've accomplished. I'm grateful for whose lives I've touched and the money I've made and the bills I've been able to pay and the experience that I've been able to create for myself. Take a moment to be in gratitude. Take a moment to be in appreciation for all of your gifts and all of your talents. And you'll begin to break that cycle of not good enough syndrome. So I want to play a little piece to kind of help us to move through that. And I want you just to take some nice deep breaths. It's time to let go of the not good enough syndrome and realize who you are right here, right now. Is more than good enough. Just take some nice deep breaths. And I invite you to look into your life. Where are you telling yourself it's not good enough? Take another deep breath. Setting the intention to let it go. And bringing to mind what it is you're thankful for. What it is you appreciate about yourself, about your life, about your job, about your body, about your relationship, about your connection with the divine. Remembering that your sense of good enough must come from within. And not be driven by some external goal. Just take another deep breath. Who you are is more than good enough. Everything that you've done, everything that you've learned, the lessons you've learned, the lessons you have still yet to learn is more than good enough. And when you can base your good enoughness off your own decision, off your own choice, from your own intention, you can begin to align your energy and restore harmony in a way that'll unlock your potential in ways you have not yet experienced or dreamed of. I invite you to just take a moment. The next time you find yourself being driven by not good enough syndrome, stop yourself, catch yourself, and say, hey, you know what? It's good enough, man. It's good enough. And I'm going to honor my journey. I'm going to be in gratitude for what I've accomplished. I'm going to appreciate my gifts, my talents, my abilities. Yes, I still have to learn. Yes, I'm still opening and expanding. And that's all part of the beautiful experience of this thing called life. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. Really take time to catch yourself on that. I'd love to hear in comments below what it is that perhaps maybe you've been beating yourself up about, not being good enough, and perhaps maybe what could open up for you if you were to honor that place, honor where you are right now. Love to hear your feedback in your comments. Also, in the comments below, you can learn more about my sound sanctuary. I have monthly group sound healing sessions online. It's a great opportunity to keep your energy in harmony and in tune and further support you in your own expansion and really stepping into becoming the composer of your life experience. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. Have a happy and harmonious day.